Okay, I think I got the wing reset. I got some 5-minute epoxy across the top of it, and I'm trying to set it in place and start from there. See if this isn't going to correct my twisting problem, and we can move on with this Trainer 60. Hope the last time I got to do this to a wing, but I doubt it. I doubt it. I'll bet you this is probably my first of many. Cutting wing in half and doing it again. This is what I got after the fact. I fused them back together, and this is what I got now at the trailing edge. I got a mismatch of probably about 1/16 to an eighth of an inch, probably close to a 1/16. Leading edge isn't quite as bad, but it seems to have corrected the problem anyway. We'll see if it'll go back in the saddle really easy. I bet you I'm gonna have to rebuild some wing mounting bolts here. Stay tuned. Well, good news, man. It sat right in the saddle with the wing bolts anyway. I don't have to do any kind of major rebuild on the wing mount, the bolts. I think all I'm going to have to do is just fine tune it, hopefully rebuild the strength that I had in the original join, and reset this. And then I think I got my wing problem solved on this particular. I just hope I didn't run into that problem. They're pretty well fused together, and now I'm body filling up the mess. Hopefully everything will just come out in the wash. Things look pretty good right now. Okay, here we are. We made the decision to throw it was about a 2-3 inch coverall piece on there and doped it on with nitrate. This is the bottom side. I made the decision to do this now before I actually finish the fair. Try and keep some of the strength, try and get the strength back into the wing here. I haven't done the top yet. I think I'm gonna fair that out a little bit more before I move on that. To start, finishing up, fixing my upper portion of the wing, the mismatch on my wing here. Sunday morning. Trying to get my Trainer 60. It is down to its final fill coat. I'm going to sand it down one more time and then go with a silver butyrate. The wing is ready for the same. The only thing I got left to do is flight controls, and I'm going to do that after I get the hinges back in the horizontal. Things are looking good. Nice smooth baby finish. Show this one more time, just to show you that this is probably going to be the last time that you're going to see this model when it's not silver. It's completely empty right now. I'm not sure how much it weighs, but it feels good. Nice and smooth, nice and strong. This thing's gonna take some tumbles, man. It's all waterproof and shit, so I put my floats on it. That's it. Next time you see that, most likely it's gonna be silver or flyable. Forget the wing. Wing is basically done now after that major cut job I did at the beginning of this tape. That was a little while back. I believe she's faired out now and good enough to go. We'll get a bottom shot here. That's gonna. Get a good shot, but that's faired out pretty good. I got quite a bit of a mismatch back there though. You can see that in the saddle. The saddle there, boy, the saddle. But if you could see that saddle on the right side right there, it's quite of a bit hump. But that's a customized saddle to this wing. That saddle took me quite a while. That was an art in itself. I don't know if I'll ever do that again. Depends on what model comes up, but I do have a mismatch at the trailing edge, but it shouldn't affect the characteristics of the wings at all. Looks pretty good. The gentle lady now, as she is before I actually take her out and start learning how to fly on her. Mike Talley, the president of the club, is going to teach me how to fly it now off the Buddy Box system. I've flown it a couple of times myself, not very successfully. It's got a 049 Black Widow on the nose of it. She'd be waiting to go. Notice the old tail and elevator in the back. It's only got rudder and elevator. Get a little bit closer view of. Maybe your rudder, maybe your elevator. I got the radio in my hand. That little 049 there lasts about 2 minutes, 15 seconds. Get you up just high enough to get into the air thermals. And hopefully you can keep it up after that fact. If not, hopefully you can get it back in one piece. It was really fun to build. It's going to be hopefully fun for a long time, and as long as I don't crash it. That's the word, crash it. Side view of the gentle lady. Got circles on the bottom so you can distinguish from top and bottom when you're up in the air. That's why the horizontal is the color it is too. Hopefully to give you some kind of reference to what side of the airplane you're looking at when you're several meters away from it. Notice all the rockets hanging in the background. I haven't launched any of these for a while, but I'm sure I'm soon to lose something. Currently is the way I keep my radio. I only have one radio. It's a Max, JR Max 6 FM. I still keep it in its styrofoam case. I've made myself dividers and everything for miscellaneous. Allen wrenches that keep my radio inside here protected. Neck strap, earplugs, extra rubber bands, full charge, charging setup, plug, and surge protector to protect the equipment when it's plugged in. I don't think a lot of people do that. Kept nice and neatly in its neat little. You don't have to get overly aggressive in what you do. You don't have to put it in one of these big $50 expensive anti-shake cases. You can keep it in its own little case. Although I'll probably get a little more sophisticated with that later on too. Okay, here we go with another Christmas present. I started this project approximately back in August, and in the meantime I finished my Trainer 60 in between. As you can see by the date on your screen, this project just got done. It's just about to go in the box. And I'm glad. I'm tired of this project and it's time to move on. Here, we'll give you a demonstration. This is a windmill carousel. This is for Ed and Robin Johnson down in Texas. I hope they enjoy it as much as it took me to build it. It hasn't gone through its wind tunnel testing. That's the basic idea. I don't know, I haven't had it out in the wind yet, so I'm not quite sure what it's going to do. It's supposed to be able to, this is supposed to be out in the wind, this is supposed to be flipping like this, and it's supposed to be twirling like this, and it's supposed to be like a regular carousel and shit, man. Alright, like this. I feel like I'm trying to jumpstart a go-kart here. That's it. That's basically it. I'm not sure how it's going to do out in the wind. I haven't got to that point yet. Here, while I got the camcorder out, update on the old flight test box, flight line box. This is basically what I ended up with. I got my quick charger in here where I can quick charge my transmitter, my receivers, and everything out on the flight line. Gives me about 45 minutes and everything's up to par again. I can spend all day as long as I got gas and everything, the engine's going right. I could spend all day out there. I can plug this into the truck, plug this into the field battery. I'm set, man. This is it. This is my basic field box. The inside, pretty well done. I have pictures of this as well. Looking good, man. Looking good. This is pretty much what I got to play with when I go out on the flight site. Flight site, flying site. Jesus. It's been a long day. Gotta get this thing in the box. So I'm finishing my float plane here. This has been on the water twice now. Almost crashed twice, but it's still in one piece. Fully operational. Let me turn around here, see if we got a good view. That's pretty good view. See, full rudder. You see the little rudders turning on the floats down there. Isn't that special? This thing flies pretty good too. Well, floats pretty good anyway. It flies pretty squirrely with the floats. That's full aileron, full trailing edge aileron, full elevator, rudder, and throttle you can't see. But it's been in the water twice, it's been in the air twice, and it's still in one piece, so we're doing good. My biplane should show up today, so I think this is going to stay on its floats. This is my Trainer 60. I was learning how to fly on it, but it's rainy and we're on strike, so I think I'm going to build my Skybolt finally. See if we can get a close-up shot of them little rudders down there. Those are the cutest little things you ever did see. Oh, almost lost the camera here. Get a good view of that. Notice a film canister just forward of it. There's one on the aft side and there's one on the forward side of these floats. You really can't. The tail's in the way, but there's one up in front too. It's where I put all my ballast for the floats. This plane can go from floats to wheels in about 30 minutes. Back and forth. It's all quick change. And all my CG changes when I'm on floats are done in the floats. And then when I go back to airplane without floats, on wheels, all my CGs are still in the model itself, so I don't have to reconfigure my CG every time I change from wheels to floats.